Good morning to all of you. I am Alberto Campagnolo, a PhD student of the University of Padua, and I work in the research group of Professor Filippo Berto. I will now present the work entitled Three-Dimensional Effects on Cracked Components under Anti-Plane Loading. The existence of three-dimensional effects have been known for many years, but understanding is limited, and for some situations still is. Understanding improved when the existence of corner point singularities and their implication became known. Despite increased understanding, three-dimensional effects are sometimes ignored in some situations where they may be important. The nature of the crack tip singularity changes in the vicinity of a corner point, where the crack front intersects the free surface. These corner point singularities are an important source of three-dimensional effects. The corner point singularities were discussed first by Bentham in 1977 for the restricted case of a quarter infinite crack in half space. Then, they were described in detail in 1979 by Bazin and Estensoro, who include also discussion of plates. Finally, the implications of corner point singularities were reviewed by Cook in 1994. At the present state of the art, the extent of a corner point dominated region has to be determined numerically. However, it is usually small and can be regarded as lying in a small region within a K-dominated region. The stress intensity measure, K lambda, is used to characterize corner point singularities, where lambda is a parameter defining the singularity. There are two modes of stress intensity measure: the symmetric mode, which is related to mode 1 displacement, and the asymmetric mode, which is instead related to a combination of mode 2 and mode 3 displacement. Hence, the presence of only one of these modes, mode 2 or mode 3, always induces the other one. Particularly, the parameter lambda is a function of the Poisson's ratio μ. For the case μ equal to 0.3, and with reference to the asymmetric mode, lambda results to be equal to 0.598. Stresses and the stress intensity factors are examined in detail for 100 mm square plates of various thicknesses under anti-plane nominal mode 3 loading condition. The plate geometry used is shown in the figure. The thickness is T, the crack length A is equal to 50 mm. Calculations are carried out using a finite element code ANSYS with a ratio T over A between 0.25 and 3. The Poisson's ratio has been taken equal to 0.3 and the Young's modulus as 200 gigapascal. Only 1/4 of the plate has been modeled, taking advantage of the antisymmetrical boundary conditions. With the aim to obtain a nominal mode 3 loading condition, an out-of-plane displacement of 10 to -3 mm has been applied to one edge of the plate, in the opposite side clamped. An overall view of the adopted finite element mesh and the details of the mesh refinements at the outer surface and at the crack tip are shown in the figure. Both the minimum size at the crack tip, the element size at the crack tip, and the minimum thickness of the surface layer of the elements were about 10 to -4 mm, with the aim to capture the three-dimensional effects close to the free surface. Crack surface stresses tau yz and tau xy were calculated, extracted from the finite element results at distances s from the free surface. For the sake of simplicity, only the results for a ratio T over A equal to 1 are shown. When the plot is a straight line, its slope is minus lambda. When no value is shown, the plot could not be regarded as a straight line. Let us consider now the case of S equal to 1 mm from the free surface. It can be observed from the figure that lambda calculated from tau xy and tau yz are close to the theoretical values of 0.5 for a stress intensity factor singularity. Hence, realistic values of K2 and K3 can be calculated. Now we analyze the local stress fields at a distance from a free surface equal to 0.25 mm. In this case, lambda calculated from tau xy is again close to the theoretical value for stress intensity factor singularity. Therefore, also in this case, K2, realistic values of K2 can be calculated. With regard instead to the mode-free contribution, lambda calculated from tau yz is different from the theoretical value of 0.5. Therefore, in this case, realistic values of K3 cannot be calculated. Finally, let us consider the case of the local stress field at the free surface. In this case, lambda calculated from tau xy is significantly lower than the theoretical value of 0.588 for a corner point singularity. With regard instead to mode-free contribution, tau yz is slightly lower than tau xy for small x and decreases as x increases. The corresponding stress intensity factor plot shown in the figure reports show that the apparent value of K3 is a strong function of x. Hence, realistic values of K3 cannot be calculated. The through thickness distribution of K2 and K3 for a ratio T over A equal to 1 is shown in the figure. The values of K2 are not realistic for S less than 0.25 mm, while the values of K3 are not realistic for S than 1 mm. Concerning the mode-free contribution, K3 presents a maximum at the center line. Then it remains nearly constant for about half the distance to the plate surface. As the surface is approached, K3 first decreases slightly, then it increases to a maximum at about 0.15 mm from the free surface. Then there is an abrupt drop, which is within the region where calculated values of K3 are not realistic. With regard instead to mode-2 contribution, K2 is 0 on the center line. Then it increases linearly for much of the thickness, as suggested by plate bending theory. Then it presents a greater increase as the surface is approached. Maximum values of K2 are at the surface, but it is within the region where realistic values of K2 could not be calculated, so caution is needed in the interpretation of results. There has been a lot of discussion whether K3 tends to 0 or infinity as a corner point is approached. When apparent values of K3 are calculated from stresses at a constant distance from the crack tip, then K3 appears to tend to 0, in accordance with the linear elastic prediction. However, apparent values of K3 at the surface increase strongly as the distance from the crack tip at which they are calculated decreases. These results could be interpreted as indicating that K3 tends to infinity, in accordance with Bazin in the tensorial analysis. But the discussion is futile, as pointed out by Bentham in 1980, because K3 is meaningless at the corner point, and there is no paradox. K2 and K3 provides a reasonable description of the crack tip stress fields respectively for S greater than 0.25 mm and S greater than 1 mm. The intensity of a local stress and strain state through the thickness of the plate has been evaluated by means of a strain energy density average over a control volume embracing the crack tip. The strain energy density has been considered as a parameter able to control fracture and fatigue in some previous contribution, and can also easily take into account three-dimensional effects. The local strain energy density has been averaged over a cylindrical volume having radius R0 and 8h, with R0 about equal to h. R0 was thought as a material properties which varies under static and fatigue loading, but here, for the sake of simplicity, R0 and h are simply set equal to 1 millimeters. The following figure shows the strain energy density variation through the thickness of the plate, combining the influence of the applied mode 3 contribution with the coupled mode 2 contribution. It is evident that the position of the maximum strain energy density is the same in all the cases. It is close to the lateral surface where the maximum intensity of the coupled mode 2 takes place, both for thin and for thick plates. And then the conclusion. The obtained results have improved understanding of the behavior of through-cracked plates under nominal mode 3 loading. In particular, it is confirmed that nominal mode 3 loading induces coupled mode 2. Bazzante's Tesoros analysis works well with the symmetric mode, but it is incomplete for the asymmetric mode. The discussion on whether K3 tends to infinity or zero is futile, because as pointed out by Benton, K3 at a corner point is meaningless. The present results do not confirm the existence of a corner point dominated region within a K-dominated region. It appears that a new field parameter, probably a singularity, is needed to describe the stresses at a corner point. Calculation of strain energy density in a control volume at crack tip shows that the position of the maximum strain energy density is independent of the plate thickness. It is close to the lateral surface. Under the antiplane loading used, the theoretical understanding of a stress field at the corner point is still incomplete. I would also like to thank Professor Paolo Azzarin for his huge contribution as a supervisor of my PhD. I am very grateful to him. Thank you for your attention.